I term the forger. I want to put that in contrast. The teabagger's a coward. The forger stands up for democracy. Stands up for the freedoms granted by the equality inside the Constitution. Guys, when I showed up here this morning, they said, oh, you got dressed up. I basically said, you know what? The guy behind me, I'm never going to have another opportunity to have Lincoln at my back. I am going to be very happy to stand behind Obama to have his back. Teabaggers are a lot of sound and fury, but a forger is one who takes responsibility for being an American. Teabaggers today don't want to pay our bills or obligations as a society. Forgers embrace this responsibility because we stand up for what we say we are. We become a better country. You can see it in our economy. The teabaggers would have us walk away from our debts for the 2 wars that we played around in over the last 10 years. We have to pay those bills. We have to pay our obligations. We need to step up for being Americans. Yeah, I get the double meaning of forger, and let them have at it. The forger is our patron saint. There are those who say that we're Obama bots, who see everything as Obama does is the right thing, and that was alluded to by Janice. And of course, we have the ability to think on our own. We're cheerleaders with pom-poms. We don't buy into everything the president's doing. Yeah, I want a single payer or the public option. I know the realities aren't there for it right now. I know that I have a better chance of creating an environment for this with Obama in office than anybody else. That's why I back him. The situation is this. We need to create space for Obama to operate. We need to allow him the ability to deliver on his promises. This ability has been compromised by others. Obama plays power forward on the basketball court. The hardest thing to do in sports is to take a charge. You see the guy coming down, he's driving in on you, and you have to stand perfectly still. Otherwise, you're going to be the one that gets the call. You're going to get whistled out of the game. I've been watching Obama take charge after charge after charge, and he hasn't gotten a whistle. There's a time when you get that situation, when the guy's driving in on you again, you buckle your knee a little bit, you lower your shoulder, and when contact is made, you lift up, and you drop the guy in the lane. He needs to drop some people in the lane. Because if we're not going to get the whistles, we got to make our own whistles. This isn't about fighting. It's about respect. I'm not saying we do something nasty. Did I mention I was a nerd before? I had my 30-year high school reunion a couple months ago. In 10th grade, I was a new kid in town. And towards the end of the year, there were wrestlers making my life miserable. In the middle of lunch, the one wrestler decided he's going to throw soup in my face. I had enough and I snapped. People tell me I landed a punch or two. I remember getting pushed around and getting back up. The entire lunchroom was on us in 5 seconds. We were pulled apart in 10. I didn't win the fight. I got suspended. I never had a problem with the wrestlers again, or anybody else. 30 years later, a friend came up to me and said it was a seminal moment because the wrestlers were terrorizing everybody. They evidently stopped hassling people after that. My father called me last night to wish me luck on this here. I remember getting pushed around years before that, and the thing that he told me was, if you get into a fight, you can't be afraid to lose. You have to fight so that the other guy thinks twice about picking a fight with you. I'm not saying Obama pile drive Boehner or McLeaver Kane into the ground. I am saying he needs to stand up publicly to these clowns. Bill Clinton really didn't earn his bones until he won the showdown with Newt Gingrich when he tried to shut the government down. Obama has to do this. He has the opportunity to put the GOP away right now. He needs the hard foul. Basketball politics are the only places where you can create an advantage with a hard foul. We have come here to have your back, Mr. Obama. We spent time and cash to come here. We need you to step up. What do we need to do? Democracy is a participatory sport. It's the only game that means anything. Everybody knows who won the election in 1960. Can anybody tell me who won the NFL championship that year? Real important then, wasn't it? We left the field last year. We need to stand up to these guys at every turn. There's a T-Buster protest next week on the 20th here. You can make it here. These folks are going to need your help. You need to be part of the body count, the human wallpaper, and it does mean something. As I said, there's a snowball at the top of the hill that we need to bring down. We need to take the right wing on their field of play. They've owned right-wing radio for how long? Here's a little secret. Radio is a business. This business will thrive on controversy. They have the controversy going on only one way. We need to start calling these guys. And we need to, hammer these guys. When the producer doesn't let you in, call back again. Keep calling. Get through. We think we're so smart. Let's prove it. Let's put the ideas out there. Let's make them answer for it. If you're not into that, here's what I'd like you to do too. Listen to these shows and write down the sponsors' names. And then I want you not to boycott, but I want you to call the sponsors and say, are you okay with somebody saying bip, 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 bip? You really believe that that's where your money should be going, to support someone saying these positions. Make them defend themselves. Make them say, yeah, I believe that. No matter how, and put it into the most ridiculous terms you possibly can. Make them defend themselves. Call them on it. There's nothing wrong with that. You gotta call out stupidity. Make them defend their stupidity. It is a lot of fun to watch them squirm sometimes. We're here. We had a lot of problems. I'm going to say this last part. I am rather irritated. But after I leave here today, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to ask everybody in earshot to sign that sheet of paper over there. We're going to deliver that by hand to the president. Well, we're going to get it to the Secret Service guys who patrol outside the White House. We'll deliver it up there. After that, I'm planning to take a stop over at the DNC and give some of these people a piece of my mind. Because the DNC and the Organizing for America people have been absolutely no help. We need them. They have the Rolodex. We needed them to step up and help us. Calling the local OFA. They said it's not worth having a rally. It's not worth supporting the president. That is an attitude that must change. Period. The OFA has no problem sticking its hand out, asking for all sorts of cash. It is time for them to back the man.
Exactly. Yep.
Here's our president. We need him back.
Yep.
They have the ability to bring crowds. They have the ability to bring to the field against the teabaggers. They have the ability to allow us to stand up. They have the Rolodex. We need it. We'll be happy to use it. We'll return it to you after we settle this issue. At this point, the OFA seems to be more concerned with health care and contacting congressmen and telling your neighbors to contact congressmen. The congressmen have already made their decisions on stuff. You're going to go blue in the face. We need to organize. We need the Rolodex. I'm going to conclude my thoughts, and I'd like to say thank you for your attention, and I hope I haven't bored you. If you want to get in touch with me, my email address is politics@findanerd.com. And I appreciate your time and effort, and have a safe trip home.
Yay!